हरे कृष्णा। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय, निताय चैतन्य की जय, परशुराम भगवान की जय, वामन देव की जय, गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, so today we're going to do the chapter number 18 and the today's verse is 27. Ragi karma phala prepsur lubdho himsatmako shuchihi harsha shokanvitah karta rajasah parikirtitah. Ragi karma phala prepsur lubdho himsatmako shuchihi harsha shokanvitah karta rajasah parikirtitah. The worker who is attached to work and the fruits of work, desiring to enjoy those fruits, and who is greedy, always envious, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow, is said to be in the mode of passion. All right, we saw Krishna speaking about different classifications in three modes of material nature. So, Krishna started to speak about the worker in the three modes of material nature. Just in the previous section, Krishna spoke about work in the three modes of material nature. So there is the work and the worker. Am I right? So two things. One is the work that we do, which can be classified in the three modes of material nature, and the worker, that is who is working, who is doing that work. That person can be classified in the three modes of material nature. So this is what we have been saying. All right. So let us try to analyze this verse. So what is Krishna trying to say? He is saying that somebody who has these characteristics. What are these characteristics? He's giving a definition. Okay. It's like a definition. Ragi Rajasah Parikirtitaha. Ragi means a person who is attached to work. And then the next one is saying Karma Phala Prepsur Rajasah Parikirtitaha. That means a person who is attached to work and the fruits of work, desiring to enjoy those fruits. Such a person also is said to be in the mode of passion. Lubdho Rajasah Parikirtitaha. That means somebody who is greedy. Such a person is said to be in the mode of passion. Okay. Himsatmako Rajasa Parikirtitaha. That means a person who is very envious. He is also said to be in the mode of passion. Ashuchihi Rajasa Parikirtitaha. That means a person who is impure. He is also said to be in the mode of passion. And Harsha Shokanvita Karta. Harsha Shokanvita is also said to be in the mode of passion. So this is a very important thing for us, okay, because it allows us to reflect. I mean, what kind of worker we are. I mean, why should we really care about this? I mean, whether we are goodness or passion or ignorance. Okay, so I'll tell you why we should really care about it. Okay, see in Bhagavad Gita chapter number 14, right? Lord Krishna says, those who are in the mode of passion, okay, the quality of mode of passion he speaks about. So in the 14th chapter, he speaks independently about the three gunas. Okay, just to, for us to understand what are these three gunas all about. Okay, so there he speaks that the mode of passion is born of unlimited desires and longings. And then because of mode of passion, what happens is we get bound to the material fruitive actions. But if you actually think about it, I mean, if you clearly understand this definition of mode of passion and try to reflect, what do you understand? What do you realize? You realize that more or less everyone in today's world is in the mode of passion. At least in mode of passion or worse, mode of ignorance. Nobody is in mode of goodness, right? That's what we realize. So let's just try to understand first of all what's mode of passion. Let's step back, okay? So mode of passion means desire, longings, that I want this, I want this, I want this. I mean, there's an unlimited want. There's continuous desires, cravings, longings. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And then the result of that is that we get attached or bound by the material actions. That means if we associate with this mode of passion, we get karma. This is simple other words. So what happens when we associate with karma? Anyone? Why should we not be associated with the karma? Why should I not be associated with?
Rebirth.
Yeah, it will cause implications. Karma means suffering and rebirth. That's what karma means, right? That's why karma is not good in a spiritual sense, right? We want to do akarma. Akarma means not that we don't want to work, just that we don't want to get attached to the work, or we don't want that work to affect us. The results that are coming out of the work, we don't want them to bind us to this material nature. Okay, we are already bound to this body and to this nature. We want to get rid of that bonding. Okay, and so what happens? Krishna continues to say in the chapter number 14 that passion, mode of passion, conditions one to fruitive actions. So what happens is mode of goodness conditions us to happiness. So do we want happiness, or do we want conditioning to fruitive action? So for example, if we are getting continuously attached and too much attracted to work, sometimes they call the word workaholic, right? What is that word workaholic? Like alcoholic plus work is workaholic, somebody who cannot stop from being working. So that is also in the mode of passion. I mean, somebody who's working too hard, more than really necessary, that's also workaholic. That's also mode of passion. Okay, all right. So, and in the other verses, in the thing, Krishna says one more way to find out the mode of passion is great attachment is there. When somebody is very attached, so something, right? Just like how small kids are. Okay, just like if there's a small kid, and if you take away some small, I don't know what do you call, uh, the toys with them, they'll start crying. So, but they're children, that's fine. But even elders also behave like that. Have you seen anyone doing like that? It need not be a toy, but it can be something else. Just replace the toy with something else. It can be one's profession, it can be one's identity, it can be one's family, it can be one's something. Whatever it may be, the behavior is the same. If you snatch it away from me, I will cry. So that is called great attachment. And then another symptom of mode of passion is intense endeavor. Means working too hard, too hard. So if you see somebody working too hard, okay, we appreciate that. Okay, he's a great hard worker. But in other words, such a person is in the mode of passion. Okay. The second thing is uncontrollable desire. So there's no limit for the desire. Now, what is the problem with this mode of passion? The problem is such a person has to take birth again, engaged in again fruitive activities. That's the problem. And the other problem is it results in misery. It's not that it results in happiness. I mean, it appears to us, it may say, I mean, our mind may cheat us and say that you're going to be happy by being in this mode. But the fact is that we won't be happy. Never. It will always keep us in misery. How many people do we see that despite of having everything in life, they're still unhappy? Why does that happen? Because the problem, the perception of happiness is not coming from outside. The perception of happiness is coming from the mind. And the mind, if it is trained in the mode of passion, the person can never be happy, ever, whatever he may get. So even if somebody says, for example, even if somebody gets the entire world, he's not going to be happy because it's all in the mind. Or somebody who has whatever he has, meager means also can be happy. So it's about mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. And what happens to the person who is in the mode of passion? They have to be born again, and they will be living on the earthly planets. And I mean, they'll not go upwards. Neither will they get liberated, no chance of liberation, nor will they go to the heavenly planets also. So they stay back. They just get another birth for doing fruitive actions. That's mode of passion. Okay, so that's about the mode of passion. All right, so now coming to today's verse here, what has been said here, that having understood the mode of passion, what it is, what are the characteristics, now we are trying to understand the worker in mode of passion. So we have seen the work in mode of passion, and now we are seeing the worker in the mode of passion. Okay, so what it basically means, so it just says the worker who is attached to work and the fruits of action, right? So that's the first symptom. What is the first symptom that somebody is a worker in the mode of passion? Is that such a person is attached to the work and the results also. For example, somebody, if you think that if I do this activity, I'm going to get this. Okay, generally any activity we do it for some reason only, obviously, right? We don't do anything without any result. But if you know that if I do this, I'm going to get this, and if I become too much attached to the result, I mean to such an extent that if the result doesn't come, I cannot get over it. I'm always thinking about it, feeling about it, lamenting about it, not able to get over it. I'm not able to just think of it that I did my duty and done. No. But I think, why did this happen? Why did I not get? Why did I not get? Why did I not get? I did everything, but I didn't get it. So this kind of lamentation is there, right? That indicates that we are attached to the fruits of action. Or getting attached to the work itself, that is another problem. Attachment is natural because we are human beings and we are in the mode of passion and ignorance. We are obviously disturbed by that two modes. Especially the mode of passion, what it does is it makes us attached to the work itself. For example, somebody who is working in a profession would start to consider identifying himself more as the profession rather than himself. You see, I'm so and so, I'm so and so, I'm so and so. And it comes to such an extent that it becomes a part of my false ego, right? I mean, I forget my true identity, who I am as a person, and I identify myself with the profession or with the designation. I try to identify with some designation now. Okay, it can be where I was born or to whom I was born. It can be something like being born in some great family. Somebody is born in the family of Ambani, somebody born in the family of Gandhis, for example. That becomes my identity. That becomes a part of my false ego, and I become too attached to it. Now I'm not ready to give it up. Okay, or I'm so attached that somebody has given me some work to do. Okay, and later let's say that they say, okay, you can stop doing it. Now I'll become angry. That's my work. I want to do it. It's mine, right? So that's called um, mode of passion. So therefore, a worker in the mode of passion is attached to the fruits of work and the work itself. And the other thing is there is a desire to enjoy the fruits. Okay, so we can see this is happening all around. It's happening. It has been happening for us all through our life. How many times did it happen that we did that work only because we thought we will be able to enjoy the result? How many times did we do the work just for the sake of doing it because that's the right thing to do? That's much lesser, or the number of people who do it are much less. Most of the people are being motivated just because, for example, they're going to get that fruit. That's the reason why they're doing. For example, it's like, there is inheritance that is coming, or there's some property that's coming from parents. That's the reason why, children will take care of parents, for example, just for an example. Okay, if that result, they'll be always thinking about that result. Okay, one day I'm going to get that inheritance, one day I'm going to get that inheritance. That's the reason why I'm doing it. That's the reason why I'm doing it. If they don't get that somehow by chance, they'll become very upset. Okay, it's not because they want to do their duty, they want to serve their parents, but it's just that they want to enjoy the fruits of action, that they want to enjoy that inheritance that they want to get. That's the reason why they are doing. So that's mode of passion. Okay, so that means desiring to enjoy the fruits. And now, even if the fruit is mine, now I want to enjoy it. Okay, so let's say that there's a businessman who's working very hard and who got the profits. Now the profit has come. Now he's enjoying it. Okay, so what is wrong in enjoying the fruits is it's not about enjoying the fruit. The problem is with the desire to enjoy the fruits. Just like, for example, there is this war going on, okay, between let's say two countries. We see that there have been so many barbarian invasions in the past. And one of the motivations for the opposite enemy party is that if I'm going to conquer this place, I can enjoy so much. There is so much of gold. There is so much of enjoyment, right? I can exploit all these people around me. So I can exploit all these people and take all their money, loot their money. And that's the reason why I'm motivated to fight a war with them. This is the mode of passion, isn't it? They are not fighting the war just because of some kind of religious reason, thinking that, okay, this king is not following the religious principles. For example, when Lord Krishna asked Yudhishthir Maharaj to kill Jarasandha, the reason was not that Yudhishthir Maharaj will enjoy another kingdom, so he'll get more gold and there'll be so many women there. Not for that. And Krishna said that because Jarasandha was an irreligious person and he was a sinful person, he was troubling a lot of kings. So many kings were under his subjugation and he was about to kill all of them. So to release all of them, right? To give a good leader to the society, okay, to give a good king to all the subjects, Krishna said, Yudhishthir Maharaj, you become the king. Okay, so you see that? So it's like somebody who is demoniac, somebody like Jarasandha or Kamsa, or like the barbarians who have invaded us, they don't think that, they want to do something good for us. You can even think of the colonialism also. The colonialists, they come under the garb of civilizing these people. That is their pattern, right? They go and they think, for example, they go to the Andaman Nicobar Islands, they'll see some tribal people, they think, okay, these people, they don't know anything. Okay, I'll teach them Bible, I will teach them this, I will teach them how to be civilized. So like that, I mean, the Andaman Nicobar people, they are fine on their own. They have their own traditions, they have their own medicines, they're fine, the tribes. We don't need to go and really disturb them. It's not really necessary. They're not asking for us to come and help them out. Okay. So we've seen there is one island called North Sentinelese. Okay, that's like an untouched island because the tribe there is very, very aggressive. Okay, you cannot, if you go there, they will attack you. So that is like the one of the untouched islands for the last 50,000 years. Those people are untouched. So they are on their own, they're happy. Why should we go and try to do something for that? Okay, and what happens when the colonial people go there and try to educate them, give them their education, give them their books, etc., a lot of infections result to them and they actually die because they are not exposed to such kind of germs or such kind of bacteria. You see, even the colonial thinking, when they came to India, they thought that we are barbarians. More or less, they thought we are like those tribes on the forest, that we don't know how to be civilized. We don't know how to dress. We don't know how to be. We're like almost like cavemen. That's what they thought. That was their feeling. Okay. And in the garb of civilizing us, giving us a better religion, better education, etc., they have colonized so many places. But what is the desire? What is the reason why they are coming to India? Is it because that they want to do something to us? What is the reason? What is the actual reason? Can anybody say? Why did the colonialists come to us? What was their purpose? Anyone?
To loot us.
Absolutely. India was called the golden bird, right? Sone ki chidiya. We had so much of gold, so much of gold, so much of prosperity, everything we had. It was said that a couple of centuries ago, there was no single beggar also on the street. So they want to rub their culture on us. That's what they did finally. So the thing is, it's not out of mode of goodness that they've come and fought and conquered. It's for desiring to enjoy the fruits. So they want to enjoy the fruits of the war when they know that, if they're going to conquer Mysore, if they're going to conquer Delhi, if they're going to conquer Kolkata, they're going to enjoy a lot. They're going to get a lot of enjoyment, right? Which they will loot and they will take it. to their kingdom. So this is the mode of passion, okay? And who is greedy? Greedy means not being happy with what you already have. I want something more. Give me more. So I'm not happy with what I already have. Krishna says, Ishavasya idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. So tena tyaktvena bhunjita. Means he says, in the Ishopanishad says, just be happy with what Krishna has given you. Krishna has given us, and Krishna has given to every living entity. Whatever the living entity deserves, Krishna has given. What does that mean? For a calf that is being born to a cow, Krishna has given it milk. So that has the right to drink that milk. So for us, he has given whatever we are supposed to get, whatever we are supposed to get or gain in our life, Krishna has given us. Let's not desire for others. So it's like my property is also mine, but your property is also mine because you don't deserve to have it, because I deserve it. So this is called mode of passion. This is greedy. This is called mode of passion. Okay, and the next quality is impure. You see, the problem with today's generation is that we don't believe in purity. So what is that purity? It can be bodily cleanliness, or it can be subconscious cleanliness, or it can be avoiding sinful activities also. You see, when we say something is impure, we don't understand what's the thing behind it. So for example, if you don't take a bath, it is considered to be impure. Okay, from a bodily perspective, it is the germs, or it is like if you take a bath, you will be free from germs and you will be fresh. From the subconscious point of view, if you take a bath, you will be in a better, pleasant mood. And from a karmic point of view, it is said that a bath will reduce our sinful reactions. So if we take regular bath, our sinful reactions are going. For example, taking a bath in a rivers, especially Ganga, is considered to be very nice. So that's why they used to recommend bathing multiple times in a day. Sometimes 3 times a day, depends upon people. So 3 times a day people used to bath, or at least 2 times a day. The reason is that there is a reason. There is a material reason, there is a spiritual reason, there is a subconscious reason. There are multiple reasons for that. Okay. But then when we reject that I don't want to take a bath, then what happens? We are impure. So when there is impurity, again, that's mode of passion. If somebody is exhibiting impure mindset, somebody doesn't want to take the bath, somebody is, I mean, if you have to really strictly speak about the Vedic principles, there are so many other things for purity. Okay. For example, regularly sipping that achamana is called, that is called as purification. Okay. If you're not doing that, that is also in the mode of passion. Okay. And many other activities are there as a part of the rituals. When we are doing the puja, we do that. But anyways, in this generation or in this age, we will not be able to do all of that, but we can do one single thing: chanting of the holy names of Krishna. By chanting of the holy names of Krishna, we will be able to become purified. But who wants to be purified? People are scared of getting purified. You know why? It's almost like this. I mean, literally, the thing is like this, okay? Prabhupada used to say, a pig doesn't like the taste of halwa. So sometimes what happens, if you give a very nice halwa prepared in ghee, and if you give to the pig will not appreciate it, and the pig will get scared of it. Pig will get scared that if I become very purified, what is going to happen to me? I don't want to become very pure. I'm happy this way. This is mode of passion. We should become purified and we should be acting pure. The second thing is harsha shokanvitaha rajasa parikirtitaha. Harsha shokanvita means being moved by joy and sorrow. So it happens to us a lot of times. You know, our cycle of happiness and sadness. How is it? Is it like this, or it's like this, up, down? It's like waves, right? Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. I'm happy for some time. Somebody is praising me, I'm happy. Somebody criticizing me, gone. Happy, sad, happy, sad. So if this is happening a lot, too much, the graph is going on, that means we are in the mode of what? What is that mode?
And passion.
Passion.
And ignorance.
Mode of passion. So a lot of disturbance going on in our mind, a lot of times that indicates that we are the mode of passion. So that means we have to somehow come out of that mode of passion. So joy and sorrow, sometimes happy, sometimes sad, sometimes happy, sometimes sad. The best example is Duryodhana, right? Duryodhana more or less has all of these qualities. So the reason why these stories have been given, or Mahabharata stories, etc., it is for us to reflect. Because if we start thinking like, okay, I am like this, you are like this, it doesn't sound good, isn't it? But if you say, okay, there was a person called Duryodhana, an evil person, he was like this, then I will start thinking, okay, Duryodhana had this, do I have these qualities? So that's how it works. Okay, so Duryodhana was like that. Okay, here is a character, Duryodhana. He was very envious and he was very attached to the kingdom, and he wanted to enjoy that kingdom, that he wanted to be called as that king. It's such a wonderful thing. I mean, the fruit of result, I mean, if you're a king, there is so much of material enjoyment that you get. That's thousands of times more than a common man. Okay, at least in those days. Now I don't know, we can't say in democracy if that's possible, but the king is able to enjoy much more than a normal person. The fruits of action, Duryodhana is attached to it. Okay, and then he desires to enjoy that fruits. He wants to enjoy that kingdom. He wants to be the king of the complete nation, and he's greedy. It's not his at all. He is not worthy. He is not supposed to become the king, because the kingdom doesn't belong to his father. The kingdom belongs to Pandu, but still he's greedy. Dhritarashtra is greedy, envious, all the time envious, always becoming angry on Pandavas. So enviousness is something within us we have to see. If we are becoming too much envious, that's also a mode of passion. Impure, he's not following, the purity, the religious principles. The basic purity, the most important purity aspect is Krishna consciousness. He's not following what Krishna is saying. When Krishna is saying do this, he's not doing it. And his mind is so totally impure, isn't it? Completely contaminated with material desires. And then sometimes he's happy, sometimes he's sad. When is he happy? When is he sad? He's giving poison to Bhima. And when he thought that Bhima was dead, he became very happy. And when Bhima came back, he became very sad. And Bhima came back, not only he just came back, he came back with the power of 10,000 elephants. He became very sad. And then again, they made a plan to kill them in the lakh house. And then they heard that 5 people died along with a lady. They thought, they became very happy. Duryodhana became very happy. Again, when Arjuna emerged in the Swayamvara of Draupadi, again sad. Again, when they asked for kingdom, they gave a useless kingdom, right? And he again became happy that yes, he deserves it. And then these Pandavas, they made use of that Indraprastha, and they made a very nice kingdom out of it from the by burning the Khandava forest, and they made a very wonderful Rajasuya Yajna also, and he became the emperor now. Again, he's sad. Duryodhana. You see what's going on? So this is called mode of passion. So this is called worker in the mode of passion. So in summary, the worker in the mode of passion, worker in the mode of goodness, there's a difference. Okay. The worker in the mode of goodness, he's not like, he's not, he's just performing his duty. He's trying to be detached from the duty. He's not thinking about the result. He's not thinking, I'm doing this because I want to get Padma Shri. I'm doing this donation because I want my name to be put on the plate there forever. Okay, that's not the reason why this person is doing the charity. And it's not the reason why he's doing his duty. He's doing it just because it's his duty, without any false ego. It's not that I am so great, my greatness will be increased. That's false ego. It's not because of false ego that this person is acting. All right. And great determination and enthusiasm, and not bothered about success or failure. So actually the world would be a different place if we stop bothering about success and failure, because the potential that we have to do is a lot. But the reason why we are not achieving or we are not doing it is just because we are attached to success or failure, because we associate our false ego with the success and failure. It's almost like me, the great, I cannot fail. So because I can't fail, I shall not try. This is the problem. It's not about me. It's not about my greatness. It is about the work. It is supposed to be. It's not about me. It's about the work. Okay. It's about the duty that I'm supposed to do. I'll do it anyway. That's the attitude of mode of goodness. All right. Okay. Thank you. Anybody wants to add something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One clarification.
Yes, please.
Sins. Can you please expand on that?
Sorry.
You said that having a bath clears your sins.
Having a path clear to?
Clears your sins.
Having a bath clears your sin. Yeah. Okay. So it is, yeah,
what?
thank you. Yes. So the way it works is, bath is one of the ritualistic activities that is recommended in the Karma Kanda of the Vedas. Okay. How it works, I don't know, but that's the power of Ganga, and that's the power of these purified holy waters.
Yes.
That when you simply take a bath in them, you become purified.
Like Guru Maharaj says, the Brahmin has to take bath 3 times, but 2 times at least, and then 3 sannyasi 3 times, Brahmin 2 times. And when you're taking bath, you should say Ganga, 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 then it purifies. You can't, a karmi bath does not purify and does not eradicate your sins. Then when you're thinking that you're having a bath in the Ganga or the Jamuna, like when you're thinking of the holy river, only then.
Yes, thank you very much. That was a very wonderful point. Thank you for adding that. So yes, when we take a bath, we should say Ganga. We should remember Ganga. So when you simply remember Ganga, it's as good as you're taking a bath in Ganga or Yamuna. That's why they say mantra, right? Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, they say mantra, right? Ganga cha Yamuna cheva. Or you can just say Ganga. Just remember Ganga. Then it's as good as you're taking a bath in Ganga. So it purifies you. Right? Wonderful.
Yes,
thank you.
No, Prabhuji, I heard this from Guru Maharaj's class. So
thank you very
because,
much.
Yes, because sometimes I'm sorry, I didn't want to catch on what I wanted everybody to know also. Thank
Absolutely.
you, Prabhuji.
Absolutely.
Prabhuji, I also need to share.
Yes.
Every time, even when you have bath at home, there are shlokas there which we can recite before taking bath.
Yes.
Mantra
Yeah.
mantra hai na बोल
Ganga Isha Goma.
Ganga Yamuna Cheva.
You know,
Three shlokas.
Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Jalasmin. Yes.
Even if you say Ganga Ganga 3 times, or like while having bath, is more than sufficient.
Rivers in the water with bucket.
All the names of the rivers are there.
All your rivers in the water. When we do a Abhishek, then we invoke that mantra.
आप इधर आके बोल दीजिएगा. 1 second, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Alright. I'm not getting Wi-Fi in the room.
That is when mantra which Mother is telling, we are invoking rivers for in that water. We have to keep 2 fingers and then chant that mantra. Then we are invoking all rivers, inviting rivers to be residents in that water. When we do Abhishek, then we invite all rivers and sea to come and in that water for a Abhishek of Lord. But when we take bath, only we say Ganga, Ganga actually. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So
Okay.
Prabhu is saying, when we do Abhishekam of the deities, we invoke with mantras. So we invoke all the holy rivers because the holy rivers purify us, right? Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, all of these rivers, we invoke them at the time of Abhisheka. But when we take a bath, we can just remember Ganga and take a bath. That it's as good as taking a bath in Ganga. Okay, that purifies us. So it's a reason. The reason is it's a spiritual reason. Right? It purifies us. Okay. Thank you very much.
And Prabhuji, if we add a little Ganga water into the water we are having a bath, is that also sufficient?
Yeah, that's also very wonderful. So adding Ganga water to the bath water also is a great idea. Then that is also like it becomes Ganga. By touch of 1 drop of Ganga, it becomes purified. That's right.
On Diwali day, we use the same thing. We put in one bottle, one little of water. Then we ask Ganga Sanam Acha.
Yes, thank you. And also, like when we are doing any kind of puja, that's what in the kalash also we invoke the holy rivers in that water, isn't it? And also, the cow is considered very pure, and the cow urine and the what do you say, the cow dung is also considered to be very pure from a Vedic perspective. Okay, from modern perspective, we cannot say, that's a different angle. So even when you are going to do some kind of a puja or when you are invoking some deities, it is traditionally what they do. They will put the water which is mixed with the cow dung and cow urine before starting the karma kanda procedure there. Okay, so that purifies that place. All right.
We use in Abhishek for deities also. Before that Panchakavya, cow urine, cow dung, and milk, ghee, and everything.
And it is given as prasad.
Yeah, first we do Panchakavya, then we start Panchamrita.
I see.
Yeah. Okay, we
Thank you,
went
Prabhu.
for the way to the.
That's fine, Prabhu.
Okay.
We got to
Hare
get some
Krishna.
understanding from you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. All right. Thank you. So that's the mode of passion, worker in the mode of passion today. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.